Jumbo. It's Thursday the 14th. We came off the mountain 2 days ago. Our last video was right before our summit. We got up at 11 and got on the trail by 12:30. It was one of the most challenging nights I've ever experienced going up. It was so cold. And of course it was dark. I was glad it was dark. I think there's no way I would have made it in the light if I had had to see that we were climbing up.
It was just a piece of rock that we were climbing on and on and on for 6 hours straight, just going up.
Yeah.
All we could see was other people's headlights ahead of us,
Boots in front of you.
the Moshi lights of City Moshi beneath us, and that was it. That's all we could see.
We got up to Stella Point right after sunrise. It was beautiful up there. It took us another 45 minutes to an hour to get up to Uhuru. Everyone had, some mild symptoms, stomach pains and such going up, but we all did well. We were all alert and oriented, and our lips were pink. We were oxygenated at the top. Coming down, Salima and Lisa both started getting sick.
Even going up, I got nauseated and vomited, threw up after maybe, 2 hours of hiking up. I threw up, and after throwing up, I felt better. Breathing was struggling. We were all struggling to breathe, puffing and puffing. It was very tiring. You would take 5 steps and feel like you have to rest. Take another 5 steps and feel like you have to rest. That's how I felt the whole way up. Hardest part for me was from Stella to Uhuru. That was the hardest track because we were up that high and we were almost there, and it just felt like it's never going to end. But the view was beautiful. The sunrise was awesome, and coming back down, we were so excited to come back down. But coming down, I got really dehydrated. I had no energy whatsoever, and my knee was bothering me real bad, and I just didn't know how I was going to come back down.
She kept feeling like she was going to pass out. We were trying to get water and sugar in her, and she would just throw it up. So our guide carried her part of the way. So we were together on the descent from the peak. Lisa was with our other guide and a porter who was carrying the oxygen. So I stayed with Salima. We did not know that Lisa started having issues right as she got around descent. She started having difficulty breathing, respiratory distress. We found out from a porter that was running down the mountain that spoke to the guide that was with us. When we heard that, Salima was feeling a little bit better. She wasn't feeling like she was going to pass out, so we took our packs from the guide and told him to run up to her and help her get down. Because you're talking about this steep rock embankment, like cliff, that she's having to, she's walking down. Like, we could see her, and she was moving. They were making her walk, but if she's having we just didn't know how bad it was. So we continued down to the camp. A little bit later, Lisa gets down to our camp as well at Barafu, and
with oxygen on.
With oxygen on, is having severe bronchospasms, not moving much air when she breathes. We were fortunate that
she was still talking and she still looked pink, but she was just having really bad wheezing.
A lady who was nearby where we were heard what was going on and gave her inhaler. That helped a lot. But the issue was still we had to get her off the mountain quickly.
Because we were still up at 15,000 feet, even at Barafu.
Yeah. We weren't sure what was going on, if she was just having some kind of bronchospasm with, asthma because of all the dust coming down, or if it was altitude, or if it was both, if she was going into pulmonary edema. There was no way of knowing. She was just really labored, and we knew that if she continued that way, she would deteriorate. So we got porters to get her on a stretcher. We had heard that there was a first aid station, which there was not, but porters put her on a stretcher and carried her down the trail until we got to where they could put her on a wheelie gurney. And we went all the way down the mountain on Tuesday. So we were up from 11, and we got down at the bottom of the mountain at 8 at night. It was a crazy day, a scary day. I was so proud of how everyone responded. We were very fortunate to run across people on the trail that were very helpful and supportive.
Strangers.
Yeah,
Just
people we had never met before, but without them, without the lady who had the inhaler, there's no way we would have been able to accomplish what we did.
Flight number ticket 41 to the rest of Bazaar space, now ready for boarding. All train passengers can